Hey guys, Resale Rabbit here, coming at you with another haul video. We did really well in Chicago. We hit Milwaukee, we hit Appleton on the way down and coming back, and we made a lot of money in the process. I just left the UPS distribution center, dropping off quite a few boxes. Before we get started with that, I've got a couple of announcements to make. I've got a book coming out. It'll be available in paperback and ebook format this summer. It's going to detail everything from start to finish on how to be a thrifter and reseller, so that's pretty exciting. Denver folks, I will be in your neck of the woods in the first week of May doing some meet and greets. If you live in Denver, Colorado Springs, Pueblo, anywhere in that area, get in touch with me and we'll go thrifting, we'll meet up, whatever you want. If you live somewhere on the way, I will be driving through, Des Moines, Lincoln, Omaha, and cornfields. Lots and lots of cornfields. I hate West Kansas. So anyways, if you live in that area, get in touch with me. Find me on Facebook. Look up Resale Rabbit. And if you haven't liked me on Facebook yet, do it! It's tons of great information. I posted a couple of good bolos while I was out there. Lots of great information on there, and you can follow my travels in the process. Now, I've got the numbers right here. We thrifted for 4 days in and around Chicago, Milwaukee, Appleton, the whole works. I spent a total of $972 on product, $275 on hotels and fuel and other expenses and all that jazz, for a total of $1,237 invested on this trip. Total resale value of everything after fees conservatively is $4,134, which gives us a net total after hotels, after fees of $2,887 in 4 days. It's pretty good. We hit 37 thrift stores and 2 Craigslist transactions. And we will be selling almost everything. There'll be 3 items locally. Everything else is going to be sold on Amazon. It was actually sent into Amazon FBA. I think it was like 125 units or something like that. I don't know. 13 hours it took me to get all those processed and packed. So without any further ado, here we go. Quite a bit of merchandise here. Start right at the beginning. We've got 2 sealed board games. Each are worth about a $50 each. Seen It is a really good rank. If you ever see Disney's Seen It sealed, get it. Triopoly has not the greatest rank, about 210 or so in toys, but it should sell pretty well within the next couple of months. Down here we've got for $10. The lighting is terrible in here. I've got a Minolta SLR camera. Should be able to get about 60 bucks for that. But what came with it was another lens, about a $50 lens. Moving on, we've got a couple of air filters. Big Mouth Billy Bass I paid $4 for at an estate sale in Milwaukee, I believe. Should get about $20 used. One of these West Bend bread slicers, I should be able to get about 20 or 30 bucks for it. It is used, and I probably will throw it in the dishwasher to clean up a little bit. We've got a little pasta maker. I'm pretty sure that was like a $20 item, also used. Paid 5 bucks for it. And I should mention, I had 20% off at every Goodwill I went to. Some coupons I got from Customer Appreciation Day. So anything from Goodwill was 20% off, and I still have my 30% off deal with Savers, so anything from Savers was 30% off. Moving on, I've got a bottle warmer, brand new. Don't remember what this was, maybe 20, 30 bucks or so, paid 5 bucks for it. And this is a unique item here. It hooks up to your pipes, and if they're about to freeze, they will call you on the phone. So for those of you who don't have many friends, if you want some phone calls, just let your pipes call you. Kind of a unique item. How'd you like that to happen to you? Oh boy. This is a $50 item. It had a terrible rank, but $50, $60. I decided to take a risk on it. It was 6 bucks, and I wasn't buying a lot at that point. So I said, what the heck. a Nerf, what do they call it, a Vulcan gun. Paid 10 bucks for it, should be about $60 a use. Has the tripod, has everything, except it is supposed to have a kind of like a belt full of bullets. It does not have that, but I can't imagine that's that big of a deal. 17 Guitar Hero guitars. Oh, that's a big haul right there. This one on top is absolute mint, the game and everything. I should be able to get about $150 for that. I paid $40 from someone on Craigslist. And the 17 guitars here, mostly Wii and Xbox 360. There are a couple PS3 and PS2 guitars scattered in there. Get quite a bit of money there. I got 4 Wii Fit boards. But I know Wii Fit boards aren't worth anything. We'll talk about that in a minute, but I got 4 Wii Fit boards here. I paid $3 to $5 on average for them. One has a cool case with it that's dirty as heck. I'll probably throw it out. I can get $60 a piece for those when I add Wii Fit Plus, the game with it. And that's through FBA. I can get quite a bit with that. Now while we're looking over here, you see all the Guitar Hero games for Wii, PS2, Xbox 360. I get a couple dollars more by pairing one of those with the guitar. So when I can find them for $2 or less, I'll buy them. I got lucky at a pawn shop. I found all of those Wii Fit Plus games for $2.99 at pawn shop in Appleton. The Guitar Hero games, I believe, were also $2.99 there. I think I found one at a thrift store for $1. I got a couple other games here that are worth some money. Zumba Fitness. If I remember right, there's a $10 or $15 game. 2 copies of Mario Kart Wii. Wii Sports Resort, Far Cry 3, Sonic 2. Sonic 2 I paid 50 cents for. I think she thought it was a VHS tape. And the one without a case there is Star Wars Battlefront 2 for PS2. That is about a $15 game or so. 15, 20 bucks. And on top here, Super Mario World for Super Nintendo. Now that is in rough shape. I got it for $2. The guy I bought it from said it does not save. The saves are always corrupt. You hear that? I don't know if you can hear it, but it's rattling bad. I think the battery is loose. So I ordered a little socket that will open that up. And if that's the case, I can switch out the battery for $2. It's worth the risk. A couple more games I got. Sonic and Knuckles, I paid I think $2 for it. It should be like a $7 game. Super Mario Brothers, I paid, don't you hate it when they do this? I paid $3 for it. By the way, a Magic Eraser should get rid of that. An adapter for Guitar Hero for the PS2, that's about 10, 15 bucks. I think I paid $1. Now Paperboy, funny story. For those of you who follow me on Facebook, you'll know this story. I was at a pawn shop negotiating the price of that. It's about a $15, $20 game. We agreed that we'll flip a coin, and if I win, the game's free. And if the guy who owns the pawn shop wins, I'm paying 20 bucks for it. Of course I won, I got it for free. Here's a nice little vintage audio haul. Those headphones, I'll get about 60 bucks each. The waterproof sports, I don't know if they're waterproof, but they look like it. The sports CD players are about 50, 60 each. The little yellow one and the one in the corner, about 30 each. Graphing calculator haul, these are the bread and butter. These were all tested before I bought them, I got lucky. An 86, an 83, and I think the other one's an 82. An 85. There we go. Illuminated Word, I found one of those in Minneapolis also. I think I paid $2 or $3 for it. I paid $1 for it. It sold pretty quick for about 18 bucks. I also found the power cord and the RF cable, I think they're called, for an original Nintendo. Always pick them up if you find them, especially the power cord. I needed one the other day and I had to buy an aftermarket one for 10 bucks. I paid $1.99 for this. Now they're very tough to spot in a bin full of these things. Just look for Nintendo. Moving on, Old Media always sells. These are brand new. They're sealed in plastic. I paid $1.99. I should net about $20 each, and these will sell quick. A bolo that I posted on the Facebook page are these. You saw this exact one on Facebook, $4.99. I should get about 20 bucks for it. They're little shaver heads for electric shavers. Now I've got five of these. I actually ended up paying about $12 each. I negotiated a little bit with the manager, and I got 20% off. I should get about 35 bucks a piece for these. So a nice markup. Over here we've got a few Wi-Fi adapters, 2 generic and 1 Xbox brand. I paid 10 bucks a piece for the generics and 15 for the Xbox brand. I should get about 50 bucks each FBA. Controllers galore. I have a couple of N64 that came with the 64 that I bought. We'll get to that in a minute. I got an Xbox 360, paid $3.99 for it. 1, 2, 3, 4 Wiimotes. I always tell people to look, this one's $2.99, look in the accessories for Wii. A lot of thrift stores don't realize they're separate pieces, and they leave them in there. A couple of nunchucks, PS1 and 2 controllers. I've got 3 of those. If you can get them for like $1 or so, always grab them. They're not worth anything selling them, but you can pair them with a system. Very often will you find systems that don't have controllers. Video games. I've got a Wii, just a standard Wii. It's not the one on the box. It is white, and it does not have the Sports Resort game, but I ended up paying like 30 bucks for it. That'll be a nice margin. A pair of N64s. God, is the lighting bad? Sorry about this, guys. We're kind of filming on a budget right now. A pair of N64s here. One has the expansion pack. I paid $25 each for them. The one without the expansion pack, which I did also pay $25 for, that's the one that the 2 controllers came with. So it ended up being worth it. I will be selling them via FBA. They usually move pretty quick. I got another Wii. My only Craigslist deal today was this Wii for $55 with 3 remotes and 3 nunchucks. Pretty good deal, actually. I had to negotiate hard for that one. Now I got some handhelds. A DS Lite, or DSi, I'm sorry. A DSi, no stylus, no charger, 10 bucks. I don't know if it works. I have to test it. Came out of a Savers. And I need to find a charger for it. Game Boy Advance SP, $6.99. I've got another black one that I paid $20 for from a friend's store. A friend of mine has a store here in Green Bay, actually. Picked that up from him. And a Game Boy Advance. I paid $10. Negotiated a little bit. Missing battery cover. Should still be worth it. Now here's a cool one. I ended up paying $30 after negotiating here. Game Boy Advance SP. Flame. Original box. All the paperwork. Everything original. There are none like this on Amazon via FBA. So I'm going to try and get $150 for it. So I'll let you know if that actually happens. It might be a pipe dream, but you never know. Look at all of that printer ink. A lot of this came out of a Salvation Army, about $500 to $800 resale value. I paid about $100 and got some Guitar Hero stuff with it. Tons and tons of ink here. HP, Kodak, Lexmark. I don't believe there's any Epson in here. Some Brother. That toner cartridge in the top right is actually the exact one that I need for my printer. That is a $100 toner cartridge. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep it for my printer or sell it. I paid 20 bucks for it. Leaning towards selling it because I just replaced my toner cartridge less than a month ago, and these things last years for me. I'll probably just sell it. Now here is the exciting deal of the day, the local sales. Instruments. I got 2 guitars, a standard size Fender guitar, Squire by Fender. I don't know if that means anything. I don't know guitars. But for $20 each, it's worth the gamble. We got another one here. It's a no-name brand, and it's a little smaller. Kid-size guitar, I guess. and it is missing the last string. Again, I paid $20 for them, and I should be able to get a few $100s for the one on the right, and at least $100 for the one on the left. And a trumpet, also $20. Now the valves are stuck. In fact, all three of them are stuck before. There you go. I did a little research. They are very easy to unstick. You unscrew this bottom piece, which you can push the valve open, and you use some valve oil, which someone just happened to have in here. Oil them up and they'll be good as new. Now, I know nothing about trumpets, but that looks like some nice material there. The only downside is there's a little denting on the bell. Like significant denting on the bell. And I know that does affect sound. However, I bet somebody would be happily paying $75 for this for a practice instrument, something to use at home. And the case alone for it's got to be worth at least what I paid, $20. And, oh, I forgot to mention, $20, those get 20% off. So that's today's haul. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos like this, please remember to like and subscribe. Boy, was that blurry. Like and subscribe if you want to see more like this. And I guess we'll talk to you next time. Alright, after filming, I realized I missed a couple of things. So we're going to throw this in the middle of the video. I picked up a calculator. Should be worth, I don't know, 15, 20 bucks. Some image thing to digitalize images, probably good for business cards. Put a $30 little machine here, paid $4 for it. A band for a Misfit Shine. What did I pay for this? $5. I paid $5 for it. I think this is like a $15, $20 item. And these things, these Sony radio headphones, I paid $12 each for them. I got 3 of them. And they sell quickly at about $60. So that's the stuff I missed, in case you were wondering.